game day 11 in the Basketball Champions League. We're coming to you from Ankara in Turkey is Türk Telekom taking on BAXI Manresa from Spain in this crucial Group A clash. The two teams, as we are getting to the business end of the season, who have the top of the table in their sights. Currently, they are 2 of 3 teams tied with a 7-3 record, as Türk Telekom have won their last 2 games here at home in the Basketball Champions League. They are trying to make it 3 in a row at home for the first time. See the results from Group A so far in game day 11, but it's those bottom 2 games still to be played, which are the important ones at the top of the table. Türk Telekom and Manresa are identical 7-3 records alongside Dinamo Sassari, who face off against bottom place Polski Poron later on tonight. So 2 teams you would expect to move then to 8-3. The question is, who out of these 2 will perhaps drop back 1 game from the top and 1 going closer to 4th place. It is Ostend then currently in 4th position, looking up, and they will have then there will then be 1 game back from the loser here today. We'll remember the top 4 qualifying forward to the playoff stages. There is 4 games left, including this one of the regular season, so no slip-ups really from either team, as Manresa have made the long journey to Ankara for this clash. These 2 teams did face off earlier in this season. It was a victory on that occasion for Manresa, 80-75. There you see their lineup today. Thin on numbers, but still high on quality for them. There is a couple of losses, though. No Ryan Tulsen in the lineup for them, so they will rely on Luke Nelson, Guillaume Joe in the backcourt, and then David Kravish and Elias Abayeth probably up front. And often the question is, how are they going to slow down Carl Wiltshire? Nick Johnson, we see there, a crucial piece of this Türk Telekom lineup as well. Of course, all around the imposing figure of Mustafa Fai. So there is the Türk Telekom lineup. I mentioned Johnson, Hunter, key backcourt players. Fai up front, the huge 2-meter 18 centre, the Frenchman, and then Carl Wiltshire, that kind of combo inside-outside threat, who's had some big games, especially here in Ankara for his team. So Manresa, if you look at their averages, points per game, Ryan Tulsen leads the way. He's not here. Frankie Ferrari has played a limited number of fixtures for this Manresa team in the Basketball Champions League. Is also, number 2 in points and efficiency. They do still have David Kravish, who leads them in rebounding. And then Luke Nelson, who since his arrival, averaging 10.8 points per game. The British international, a good signing for coach Pedro Martinez. The Manresa team getting set to come out onto the floor here, ready to get underway. Like I said, some missing pieces for them. There's no Yakumba Simba, there's no William McGarity, there's no Davidas Dulskis either. So up against it for Manresa in a crucial game for the positions in Group A, but they do still have some depth. They come into this one off the back of a game domestically against Andorra. It was victory for Manresa on that particular occasion. Led by Luke Nelson, 14 points, and David Kravish, who had 11 for the Spanish team. We mentioned the scoring output perhaps hit by the fact that Ryan Tulsen isn't there, Frankie Ferrari isn't there, but Manresa have had a successful run in this competition on the back of some really good, solid defense, conceding fewer 3-pointers than any other team in the Basketball Champions League. And they've forced the lowest percentage from behind the arc as well. Just 28% conceding on 3-pointers. So a real staple of their successful run has been the defensive side for them. See if that can continue here, despite the players that are perhaps missing. They have won 4 of their last 5, Manresa, in this competition ever since middle of November. Really been on a tear. The sole loss coming before the Christmas break on the road against Lagabalus. On the other side, Türk Telekom started off brightly indeed. They won their first 4 of their they won 4 of their first 5 games in the competition, but that midway point, the same point for them as for Manresa, has perhaps seen a disappointing start to the Christmas period, and then it continued. They won 3, lost 2. They won last week against Lagabalus, but went down the week before on the road. Oh, sorry, before the Christmas break on the road in Sassari. So 2020 started brightly for both of these two teams. Will it continue, or who will it continue for? One, two straight wins in this competition. The other will drop another. So we see the Türk Telekom team coming out. They had disappointment as they went down 93-71 domestically against Galatasaray this past weekend. On the road, Türk Telekom, as they were led by 3 double-figure scorers: Nick Johnson, Mustafa Fowl, and then off the bench, Ejimon Guvan help their team. As they're all shaking hands, final stages of warm-up. Manresa had the long journey to try and get here. See how it will affect their thin team. There's Pierre Thomas. They have depth in this squad though, Manresa. They've rotated throughout their Basketball Champions League campaign as they try to somehow fit it in with that tough domestic schedule in the ACB, where there's never an easy game for them. Teams getting set to come out, so we will turn our attention to the starting 5 of either team to keep track alongside every game in this competition as we see our officials. Make sure you follow along on the Basketball Champions League app. There's our 3 officials from Italy, Poland and Russia. Look on their names and more will be on the Basketball Champions League app. You can download wherever you get your mobile applications from. Follow on with all the latest highlights, scores and standings in the Basketball Champions League, as Manresa will go with Joe, Nelson, Baez, Sacco and Thomas as their starting lineup. So some pressure really on Luke Nelson to be a scorer with that lineup, a role he will thrive in. Sure, our head coach Pedro Martinez, experienced play caller for Manresa, and arguably one of the best on the sideline in this competition. His team up against it, but still more than capable of taking victory here today. For Türk Telekom, their 5 will be Johnson, Weigel, Mustafa Fowl, Wiltshire and TJ Campbell. Real surprises for Türk Telekom. Off and go with a similar lineup, that Johnson and Campbell backcourt. Interchangeable pieces, really. Campbell more often than not the point guard, but Johnson will rotate as well. And Carl Wiltshire, so often the X factor. He will be familiar with Manresa, having played in Malaga last season. Carl Wiltshire, after graduating out of Gonzaga University in the US, the Canadian international, has played all over Europe. So Carl Wiltshire, it's a record coming into this one right now. Has made his last 15 two-point attempts in the Basketball Champions League. It's the best current run and the joint longest run of the season, alongside Suleiman Baramo, who made 15 straight between game day 3 and 5. So there is head coach Barak Goren, head coach of Türk Telekom. Look at the top 5 for most consecutive two-point field goals made. Davis Kravish Manresa appears at number 4 position. So there is Wiltshire just going out. See if he can push that run even further. He's made 15 straight. Players now shaking hands for the final time before we will get set to get underway here in Ankara. Fans from Türk Telekom finding their voice before we get started. It is game day 11 in the Basketball Champions League. Manresa on the road in Turkey to face off against Türk Telekom. A crucial clash at the top of Group A. Two teams locked with 7-3 records. As we are off and underway. First possession eventually is controlled by the hometown team, Türk Telekom. We'll have a man-to-man defense from Manresa. And that is a high ball screen. Now Manresa going to take away that threat of Mustafa foul. The first 3 is up, doesn't go, and an excellent box out and rebound from Manresa and Sacco to start this one off. First possession, man-to-man defense. Manresa having it guarded by Telekom as there is a foul away from the ball. Trying to see who that was called against. Let's have a look. Catch it there as it's going to be brought in from the sideline. Nelson has to go right into the backcourt. Foul, last foul was against Carl Wiltshire. There's now the strong drive rejected by a foul. Telekom looking to push. This is where Wiltshire often spots up, hesitates, then he takes it and makes it. He said he's dangerous in transition. Carl Wiltshire runs to the three-point line. Very good at getting those feet set. First points on the board for him. First points on the board in the game. Drive, finds Sacco. He's unable to finish though. And so Telekom going the other way. Wiltshire again. This time he'll put it on the floor. Good defense from Bayev to take away the 3. Wiltshire's spinning shot, doesn't go. And Joe brings it down. Over to Sacco. Nelson wants it on the wing, doesn't get it. Go to the other side, and now Bayev. Good feed into Sacco, and he finishes it off. Well, wasn't a lot of movement there, but Bayev just broke his man down off the dribble. Drew a bit of help, found Sacco for the finish. Johnson throws it high to Foul. Foul kicks it out. Clean look for Campbell. Second 3 for Türk Telekom. Inside-outside threat. Campbell knocks it down. Nelson pushes him off and now backs it out to start the offense for Manresa. Here is Nelson for 3. It's good. Nelson knocking down his first look. Opening triple from Manresa. Campbell waiting for Foul. He throw it high. He collects it. One coverage here. Finds Johnson on the kick out. Good scramble from Manresa to get a hand up. Excellent defense from them. And ran Johnson off the line. Got him to 2-point range. Able to challenge the shot now. Same scenario, other end. It's in the low post. Bayev spins. Can he find an open man? He can. It's Thomas. His 3 is good, plus the foul. Well, that's the difference right now. The execution from Manresa. He got it to the low post, found the shooter and knocked it down, plus the foul at the other end. The Türk Telekom team was forced off the 3-point line, made to take the dribble. Thomas at the line. First free throw for him. Is good. 6-7 forward, 7.5 points a game, 5.5 rebounds as well. You see the numbers by teams shooting it pretty well in the early stages. Playgal comes off the screen. find a little opening. Gets the defender on his back and goes all the way for the finish. Little wedge dribble from Bagel. Just got in front of his man. Did well to protect the ball, keep him on his back as Joe collects it. Now he'll find the lane, pulls up. Flat shot doesn't go. Campbell to pass it ahead, no one available. Now, off a couple of screens as Wiltshire pick and pop. In and out for Carl Wiltshire. And Nelson brings it the other way, uses a screen of his own. Nelson attacks against foul, tries to reverse it. Avoid those long arms, just puts it on the bottom of the ring. Wiltshire looking around, goes all the way, brushes off the defender, flexes the muscles. There's too strong on the drive. 5 points for Wiltshire. 1 point lead for Türk Telekom. 10 plays 9 in the early stages of this first quarter. Joe over to Bayed. Bayed looking to the inside. Sacco wanted it, doesn't get it. Now Bayed steps through, finds Sacco. He mishandles the pass, just 1 second. And he doesn't get it away in time. Defense once more from Türk Telekom. We said Manresa have used the defensive prowess of their team to get this 7-3 record, but credit to the Türk Telekom defense as well. As Bayed is going to go out and Volet comes in. Smaller lineup now from Manresa. Real perimeter threat. Volet is going to try and guard Wiltshire. It's foul. Steps through. Can't finish. Fight for the rebound. Who's going to get it? It's TJ Campbell somehow picking it up. Now the open three is good for Bayal. They sold a little fake. The man who was standing at the top of the lane. Defense went with it. First 3 of the night for Bayal. 5 points for him. Sacco trying to find somebody open. Standing still for Manresa. They're going to knock down another 3. 3-point shooting is what this game has all been about. As Thomas makes another one. 12 points for Manresa. 3 of 3 from beyond the 3-point line, as you can see there. Johnson stops in the free throw line. String music from Johnson. And he's going to get the steal. No. Couldn't quite come away with it. Sacco plays point guard, gets it over the half, tries to find somebody. And here's Nelson. Nelson attacks, spins, his kick out. Taken in by Joe. Joe, low shot clock, takes the tough 3, hits the side of the backboard. And the shot clock buzzer goes off. Nelson goes out. Serrano comes in for the first action. Immediate turn and finish doesn't go. Quick 3 is good for Manresa. Wiltshire couldn't score at one end, the other way. Thomas makes another one. 3rd 3 for him tonight. So Pierre Thomas, we said, you know, there's going to be responsibility for Nelson. Thomas is the man stepping up. We're up with the Badalona team. A program which has produced many fine players. It's the foul. Wiltshire takes a quick breather. And it's Turan comes in. Johnson trying to find some room. They throw it to the inside and foul. Defense trying to get it out of his hands. Just gives up the 3. Turan's shot comes up short, but an offensive rebound. Bagel. D once more from Manresa, but eventually foul, finds some room. stuffs it home. Sacco knew he was buried deep under the basket, went for the steal as Johnson gets another one and lays it up eventually. Rolled around a couple of times. Johnson confident he was going to drop though. Pressure from Türk Telekom. And they've opened up a 4-point advantage here. Pressure on the ball from Johnson once more. Look at him, all over his man. As the pass to the corner finds Volet. Volet's three doesn't go. Joe in challenging for the rebound, but Weigel wins it. Here comes the other way. Poor pass, just saved. Now Tadan fouled sensibly. So Serrano, not it, Serrano commits the foul. Court time for him really. Played in 2 games so far in the Basketball Champions League. Serrano averaged just 1.8 minutes per game. Big step up for him. Without those players we kind of mentioned, especially Ryan Toulson. He's 14 points, 3 assists per game. Didn't make the journey here to Ankara. Lovely pass. Johnson can't finish. Not sure if Nelson, who's fresh back into the game, got a piece of it or not. And then another turnover for Manresa. Thomas got just the rebound. Tried to start the break. Nelson had taken off. Possession for Türk Telekom once more. Johnson using the high screen one way, then the other. It's going to be an offensive foul. He wrapped the arm of Nelson, pulled it out the way, and then a technical foul as well. So watch the left arm there, just pulls it up. Sorry, right arm of Johnson. Just wrapped up Johnson, and then that reaction is going to be the technical. So just the throw of the arm from Johnson to discuss the call. Means there'll be a free throw for Manresa, and then they'll have possession as well. Thomas, who's been hot from beyond the 3-point line. That's a free throw as well. What a start for him. That moves to 11. 3 for 3 for 3, 2 for 2 for the line. Johnson looks like he's going to head out. He does. Says Thomas, technical foul. That's incorrect. Thomas is the one who shot it. Technical was against Johnson. Behind the back pass for Bayev. We'll move it on. Serrano to the inside. Volet finishes over the top of foul. Good play from the Argentinian. It's a 1-point game now. Now, holds it in one hand. Turns and look. Double teams come in. Serrano in good position. There's a three. Good. RJ Hunter, fresh into the game. He's only been out there 26 seconds. He knocks it down. And some good 3-point shooting for both sides still. 4 for 7 for Türk Telekom. 4 for 7 for Manresa as well. 5 for 8 on this one, perhaps. Yep. Count it. Nelson with another one. 6 points for Nelson, all beyond the 3-point line. Telekom. Put up Tadan on penetration. Now the lefty jump shot doesn't go for Edgar. Discussion towards the referees from the Türk Telekom bench. He continues with Nelson. Good pass from him. Volet wide open. It's one of the best looks they've had all night so far. Volet comes up short. And now foul. We'll try and reverse it around. Sit to Edgar. Now back to Weigel. Thought about the three. Good hands from Nelson. 3-on-1. Hunter chasing him down. Nelson finds Volet with the finish. Good defense from Manresa. That's what we highlighted before the game. And they've given up 22 points, but come up with some stops or steals when they need to. The three from Turan misses everything as we end this first quarter. And a good couple of minutes there from Manresa. They get themselves back into the game and they have the slender 1-point advantage here. It's
İkinci yarı öncesinde tüm salon hep birlikte güçlü bir alkışla takımı karşılayalım mı? Haydi Ankara!
back to action. As Manresa give it into Nelson to start this second quarter. Nelson on the handoff. He's behind the back pass, taken away by Campbell. Campbell will not be caught, lays it up. Easy score for him. Jay Campbell averages 9.5 points, 3.5 assists per game. Going into this one, 5 here as Manresa get the easy finish going the other way. 6 points for Volet. Another player who's had a strong start in this one. Campbell's kick it by Gal. He's made a 3 already. And on that occasion, the push from Yemjo. Nelson has it in the corner, buries it. Luke Nelson, excellent shooter, feet set. There he is, knocking down his third triple of the night. British guard through the American system. Attending California Irvine, played on loan from Gran Canaria at Real Betis last year. Wiltshire into the low post, steps through, good footwork. Tough finish over Volet. Let's make it a 2-point game once more, 7 for Wiltshire. Nelson off the screen. Defense trying to switch, but Nelson just goes right past the man and lays it up for an easy 2. Too easy for Luke Nelson. Türk Telekom lost some of that defensive intensity at the start of this second period. Campbell turns the corner. Campbell gets to the inside, and he gets an easy score. Both teams some defensive breakdowns, or is it just great offense? That's the question. Nelson again coming off the screen. He has it on the wing. Nelson again getting to the ring. Can't finish. Draws all the attention. That Baez collects the offensive rebound, but unable to finish. Hunter gets it back. Hunter along the baseline. Brings it back out as there was nowhere to go. He's in no hurry. Wiltshire now backing it down and draws the foul. Time we've seen that happen. This time, Joe sacrifices the personal and the tough matchup for him, trying to stop Wiltshire. Oled heads to the bench. Sacco back in. Hunter can find an opening. It's Teren. And now Wiltshire will come to screen. Bagar puts it over to Campbell, who pulls up, makes the 2 at the free throw line. This defender on his heels found the space. Campbell, 9 for him. Quiet waits. Bayed. Oh, loses his man beautifully. Little shimmy. He couldn't finish. Sacco picks up the offensive rebound, and we'll go to the line for 2. Work from Sacco. Just an excellent position before the shot was up. Took up the real estate under the basket and space, knowing that's where the rebound was probably going to fall. Free throw for him. Too strong. Steadies himself at number 2, Jordan Sacco. Makes it. 3 points, 4 rebounds for him. Telekom yet to take a free throw in this game here today. Wiltshire fails to convert. And again, that's the strength, a sign of the strength of this Manresa defense for me. And they've committed fouls, but knew when they were doing it. Haven't put Türk Telekom on the line cheaply at all here. Mayev gives it over. Serrano's going to have to try and make something here. Finds Joe for 3. And he'll knock down another one. Manresa only have been shooting the lights out. Another triple. 7 of 11 for them. Joe. Obviously, 3rd guy to make from beyond the 3-point line. So Nelson and Thomas have gone 3 of 3 apiece. Counting for 6 of those 7 makes. Hunter tries to respond. Tough step back from him. Doesn't get it. Serrano looking to push inside out. Now he has the step. Can he make the right decision? He does. Goes all the way. The runner is good for David Oret Serrano. First points of the night for Serrano. And it's a timeout called by Türk Telekom. A good run there for Manresa. They've opened up a little bit of a lead here as it goes to this break, 36-30.
Bu savunma hücum ettikçe, taşlandıkça direnç gösterecek. They are making too many shots. Play smart. Abi baskı yapacağız biz. Herkes vuruyor. Penalty pas başlıyor. They just make fake penetration. Pass outside and shoot. Make close out defense. There is a pressure here. Okay, be aware of everything here. Sonra motion three. Motion three.
You can hear in the timeout. Closeout defense has been called for. Telekom, head coach Burek Gören telling his team have to stop this penetration and kick out for open threes. An excellent 3-point shooting for Manresa. Said 7 of 11 for them. Thomas, 3 of 3. Nelson, 3 of 3. Guillaume Joe, 1 of 2 as well. They've only got 7 players here, but another masterful job for head coach Pedro Martinez. And then on the right-hand side of your picture there, as the lob comes up, foul, takes it in. Rejected from behind. Sacco called for the foul, though. So it'll be the first free throws of the night. That's the foul. From Sacco to get back into the play. Sends foul to the line. This is good. Sniff the foul. Good free throw shooter. 63%. A big man of his size so often. Free throws are a struggle. Went 1 of 2 there. Wiltshire on the offensive rebound. Can't get it to go. Here comes Serrano. Sacco waiting. Over and now. They'll post Bayev. Bayev. Kick out. Thomas has made 3 already. Sets the feet. Took an age to shoot it. Missed it for the first time from beyond the 3-point line. Manresa with the offensive rebound now, so no hurry. Double teams coming. Bayev fouled. Lots of discussion between Hunter and Bayev. Possession. Manresa then. Joe trying to come off the screen, fouled. It's his personal, 2 in a row for him. Oh no, sorry, previous one was against Bayegal. Team foul against Türk Telekom, so still sideline possession. Joe off the screen, trying to find Bayev in this corner. Pass was deflected, but illegally so, according to the referee. Technical foul against Hunter. Silly from him. Clapping in the face of the referee. So Hunter just picked up his 2nd and 3rd personals there, back to back. Not sensible at all. Let's see, he's called for a foul. Let's have a look at this one. It's like a lot of ball, but the thing for him is that's number 2. He says to the bench, "I'm okay, don't take me out," and then picks up a technical. Not a heady play. Thomas will be at the line for the technical. After his first miss from beyond the 3-point line, he remains perfect from the free throw line. And now sideline possession from Manresa. 2 fouls against Türk Telekom as well. Possession for Joe. Kicking it out. Thomas, little sidestep. Pass to Sacco, deflected. Chance to run by Gal. Oh, the technical inspire them now. Wiltshire fighting his way down into the low post. Wanted to post up and spin. Free City was being held. Bayev will rotate out. Roulette in. Campbell sees the gap right between 2 defenders, slips it down to Wiltshire for the 2. Point guard play for Campbell as he finished for Wiltshire. 9 for him. Sacco trying to screen for Joe. Roulette into the low post. Roulette manoeuvring his way towards the foul line. Jump shot is off though. Telecom. Trailed by 7 just a second ago now. Feel some momentum. Swung towards them. Foul is called against Volley. 4th team foul against Manresa. So it'll be sideline possession for Türk Telekom. Let's have a look. Called against Volley. Number 1 on him. Nelson back into the game. Martin Campbell. Campbell to Wiltshire. Takes the sidestep and 3. Doesn't go. Perhaps turned down an easy shot, so take a harder one. Nelson goes. Doesn't get the handle from Sacco. Trying to find somebody. Eventually does. Joe kicks it out. Thomas, the catch and shoot is good. Well, That slow, almost set shot for Pierre Thomas. He caught it above his head, didn't dip it at all, knocked it down. 4 for 5 from beyond the three-point line. He is 15 points in this one so far. On the wing. Foul. Trying to go one-on-one. Is fouled by Sacco. Yeah, Thomas came into this one shooting 30% from beyond the three-point line. 2.5 attempts per game. He shot it so well here tonight. The foul sees Sacco go out. Bayev return. Foul makes number 1. Sacco picks up his second personal. That's the one thing to keep an eye on. For Manresa with just 7 players. They've committed 7 personal fouls. Thomas has 2. And Sacco, who's gone to the bench, has 2. I want to pick up another one on Pierre Thomas here. In this last 3 minutes, Volet just finds a way to get to the ring and finish. Long-ranging steps from the Argentinian. Just kind of moved all the defenders out of the way. And gets to the ring. 8 points for him. The lead up to 8. Foul against Baez. Baez turns him into the double team. They reverse it round to Campbell. Nelson, an excellent job to recover back. Get a hand on the shot. And now Nelson beats everyone down the floor, lays it up for 2. Well, Luke Nelson, what a play. Both ends of the floor. Not sure if we'll see a replay, but he was the man who was in position under the basket to take away the spin from foul. He double-teamed him. As the ball came out, he sprinted to challenge the shot in the corner for TJ Campbell. And then he was the first man down the floor, going the other way, to score the basket, move him to 13 points personal. 5 of 7 from the field, he is Nelson. An excellent first half performance for him.
Vamos a ser listos, 2 minutos y medio, para no hacer faltas tontas que les lleven a la línea de tiro libre. Venga, vamos, venga. 1, 3, 10.
Türk Telekom hücumu olacak.
Campbell brings it down. Hands it over to Johnson. Haven't seen a lot of him in this game so far. Johnson, he's back out there now, playing with those 2 personal fouls he picked up early. Campbell knocks down the 3. So just Nick Johnson being out onto the floor. Sad his team. And 3 from Campbell. He's had a strong game. 12 points now for him. Nelson's penetration. Has to throw it back out again. As Joe moves it on. Now reverse the ball. Tough 3 on Volet. Doesn't get it to drop. Perhaps should have made the extra pass to Nelson in the corner. He shot it from beyond the three-point line. Volet with some good defense, tipping it out against Wiltshire. Battle of the Americas, the Canadian against the Argentinian. Sideline possession. Johnson collects it, uses this high screen from foul. And the other way, Johnson's pull up off the glass. I'm sure he meant to do it. They all count for Johnson. Now he's got his team back within 5. Last 90 seconds. First half action here in Ankara. The lob. Beautiful feed and lovely follow from Volet. So Thomas did the smart thing of looking for the lob pass. Couldn't finish it off, but Volet knew what was happening, chased it down. Wiltshire now looking for the roll. Quick hands from Nelson. And he takes the foul. There'll be 2 shots to come for Nelson. Foul against Campbell. Luke Nelson, what an evening so far. 13 points here in the first half, 5 of 7 from the field. Managed to get the roll in the first. Steadies himself for the second. And makes it. An 8-point lead for Manresa here with just 7 players. Johnson off the screen, splits between 2. Oh, glides in, and fails to finish. Looked like he was going to dunk it. Johnson, last moment, tried to lay it up. Perhaps he should have tried to slam it. As Joe kicks it to Bayev. Bayev, look it around. Thomas now feeding Volet on the block. He spins to the baseline, kicks it to Bayev. He puts it on the floor now. Thomas for 3, another one, count it. Pierre Thomas can't miss from beyond the 3-point line. 18 points for him on the night. What a first half from that Thomas and Nelson combo. Incredible shooting from Manresa. They're 9 of 15 from beyond the 3-point line, but Thomas and Nelson are 8 of 10. Last 10 seconds, Wiltshire moves it on to Johnson. Clock getting low. Johnson stops, steps back, buries it as the buzzer sounds, and then the first half comes to an end. A crucial basket for Türk Telekom to make it a single-digit game. But what a first 20 minutes for a Manresa team struck down with illness, limited in numbers. They lead this one as Türk Telekom 41, BAXI Manresa 50. Wow, what a chance to get a breather. Incredible from Manresa, 60% for 3, 50% from 2-point range. And any other night, Türk Telekom, we'd said how well they've done in their shooting percentages, but Manresa, led by the 18 points of Pierre Thomas, 5 of 7 from him. They've only got 5 offensive rebounds, they've barely missed. Still lead that rebounding battle 20-17. Thomas leads away 18, Nelson 14, Volet with 10 as well. 3 double-figure scorers already for Manresa. Campbell is the man to lead the charge for Türk Telekom, who haven't played badly at all. They just haven't been able to slow down this Manresa offense in the first 20 minutes. I think that's what they'll be talking about in the halftime break. So it will be interesting to see what happens here. We will leave you and take a break from action as we see highlights from that first 20 minutes. It was started off with a 3 and it ended with a lot of them in between as well. As Manresa have the advantage at the half, a 9-point lead, 50-41.
Evet, değerli basketbol severler, her maç devre arasında olduğu gibi Basketbol Şampiyonlar Ligi'nin 11. haftasında Türk Telekom BAXI Manresa mücadelesinin devre arasında yine sizlerleyim. Bu kez yanıma 4 minik 3 değerli efendi yarışmacı istiyorum. Minikler. Batman sen gel. Bakalım minik. Koşarak gelenleri almıyorum. Sağa gelenleri almıyorum arkadaşlar. Ben çağıracağım. Hadi sen gel. Mavi. Kapışoğlu. 2 dakika turundan istiyorum. Minik kardeşim. Şöyle üstünlerden kim var? Miniklerden. Evet, pembeli sen. Oturan. Sen evet sen. Hadi gel koş. Hadi koş. Hadi çabuk koş. Kaç etti? Dilara Özgür. Şimdi 3'te 18 yaş üzeri hanımefendi alacağım yanıma. Kendi bilmene. Siz katılmış mıydınız daha önce? Bir kere. Bu sezon. Hadi dayanalım. Alkışlar hanımefendi için. Uzaklardan şöyle kim var hanımefendilerden? Yeni yüzler arıyorum. Yeni yüzler. Evet siz. En arkadaki bayan. Evet siz. Evet. Bir hanımefendi buradan alacağım. Yeni yüzler, yeni yüzler. Çok da istekli görünmüyorsunuz ama. Abi bayan diyorum ya. Bayan. Kim var? Kim var? Bakıyorum. Son 3, 2, 1. Siz gelin hadi siz. Evet siz. Alkışlar 3. hanımefendi için. Evet. Minik kardeşlerimize başlayalım. Evet arkadaşlar gelin şöyle yanıma. Hayır. Hey. Kimler? Atacağım. Hadi gelin yanıma. Başlıyoruz. Gelsene. Hadi bakalım. İsmin ne? Emir için güçlü bir alkış istiyorum şimdi. Hadi Emir. Bravo Emir'e. Hemen ikinci atış. Hadi Emir. Hemen ikinci atış. Bir var topu. Hadi Emir gönder. Aferin Emir. Hemen gel kenara. Tebrik ediyorum seni. Hemen Dilara Özgür'ün yanına geç. Evet ikinci yarışmacı. Gönder bakalım. Aferin sana da. Tebrik ediyorum seni. Hemen kenara. Evet üçüncü yarışmacı. Olacak tabii. Biraz daha yüksek. Biraz daha yüksek. Hadi bu kez olacak. Gönder bakalım. Süpersin. Hadi bundan benden torpilli. Atışların çok güzeldi çünkü. Bravo. Hemen kenara. Evet Batman'de sıra. Hadi bakalım Batman. Oo. Bravo. Hemen sen de kenara Batman. Evet hanımefendiler geldi. Kim başlar? Bence katılmayanlar başlasın daha önce. Değil mi? Hadi bakalım. Biraz daha kuvvetli. Hemen çok. Hadi bu kez olsun. Alkışlar gelsin ama. Bravo hemen kenara. Tebrik ediyorum. Biraz daha güçlü. Hadi üçüncü de olacak.
Welcher looks like he's going to finish it off. Gives a stare down. I think it was to Sakic.
Turned over as just quicker. Oh, he just throws it down. The steal and the throwdown, quickness. And he's not taking any prisoners on this one.
Dalton. Dalton hands it off. Boacek. Oh, and the big finish by Hankins. Oh, he makes it in. Unbelievable. Only a player like Brasino can make a shot like that.
Zulon has it. Ulma steps through. Well, the end product was too easy. Great decision. Herrera lines it up in transition again. Is off. Defensive rebound. Nope. Oh, what a pass.
throw down. Big time move by a big time player.
Two-on-one, three-on-one break. Oh, what a block! Oh, what a block by Shauna. This is the play of the game.
Half-time here then. What has been a fabulous first 20 minutes for that team right there. Pedro Martinez up against it. Just 7 players in roster due to a flu bug in the Manresa team. But you wouldn't have realised anything if you've just logged in. 50-41 they lead. Superb outside shooting from the Spanish team. 9 of 15 they are from beyond the three-point line, but 8 of 10 between Nelson and Tomas lead the way. The other side, Türk Telekom haven't played badly at all, but you know, just really been outdone by a superb first half performance. You could perhaps do a better job containing the penetration as they talked about in that first half, allowing Manresa to get into the lane, but really just the energy needs to increase for Türk Telekom in the second 20 minutes. So, second half is underway. It is Türk Telekom possession. Wiltshire for 3, and he will start the second half the way he started the first, with a 3. So Wiltshire knocking it down. He now has 12 points. Second 3 of the evening for him. Cuts it to a 6-point game. Manresa with the ball. We'll go with the same 5 they started. It's Bayev, Joe, Nelson, Sacco and Tomas. Sacco's jump shot doesn't go. Good work for Bayev on the rebound. And then Joe for 3. Comes up short, but another offensive rebound. Thomas back to Bayev. And now he'll put it on the floor. Just trundles his way into the lane and lays it up for 2 more. So Bayev. 2 points personal for him. First field goal of the game, incredible. And now foul, full fight. On the block, kicks it, open 3. Doesn't go for Baigal. Opposite direction, Manresa. One of the versatile pieces for them. Joe, rebound and push. Now Bayev on the drive. Finds Sacco. Can't finish, but he's fouled. It's the second time, an identical move. Bayev off the dribble. And Sacco in perfect position, just waiting for the pass. There you see. To elevate. He's fouled by Wiltshire. 2 shots to come. Wiltshire's second personal. Doesn't get the first. Does make the second. Makes it a 9-point lead. Actually from the Congo. Sacco. Jump shot goes for Campbell. Excellent game for him, 14 points personal. Leads the charge for Türk Telekom. Another missed 3 from Manresa. Johnson gets the score. Johnson cuts it to a 5-point game. Easy points for Türk Telekom. His last few possessions. Oh, lovely little backdoor cut. Nelson's reverse. Doesn't go. He puts the palms to the sky, frustrated at the miss. Türk Telekom with some momentum here. Wiltshire into the low post, closely guarded by Bayev. The jump hook doesn't go. With the rebound, and now they'll get into the hands of Nelson. Now is called. I think it's going to go against Campbell, trying to get through the screen. Right over Sacco. Third foul against Campbell, and that's a big one because he has been an excellent player in this game so far. Arguably the best player for Türk Telekom. If he's got to go out, 14 points, 3 assists, they're going to lose. Joe brings it in from the side, over to Nelson. Nelson off the screen. It's the switch against Wiltshire, beats him easily. Fire. There. Rejection. Joe stays with it. Shot clock winding down, throws it up, but not in time. So Mustafa foul, with the rejection. Then Johnson gets a piece of it. This is the shot clock buzzer. Much better defense from Türk Telekom. And Campbell playing with those fouls, brings it down, finds Johnson. Johnson off the screen from Mustafa Fowl. Foul against players.
BAXI Manresa'nın birinci takım faulü.
From foul. Foul is called against Nelson. Racking up for Manresa this possession. Second one. Nelson nods. Head in. Tip. Around the screen. Johnson. Pass it over. A little drive and finish. Campbell once again. And it's a three-point game. Completely different half here. Pressure up the floor for Türk Telekom. Joe manages to break it though. Bayard will take a long. It was two, misses it. Johnson skies for the rebound. Good work from Thomas to tip it. Save it before he goes out of bounds though. Johnson, high screen from Wiltshire, pick and pop. They got the open man on that far side. They had the advantage. Good work from Manresa to get back into it, but Wiltshire's three eventually. A good look, couldn't hit. Olet down the floor early, has it rejected, stays with Manresa though. Yeah, still playing in that tempo. Game. On the floor, got the pass ahead. Well, Sedan in for Joe. Nelson just to find some space, gives it to Thomas. Thomas double team, didn't know it was coming. Good work from Mustafa Fowl to tip it away. Igal going, unable to finish. Foul against Sedan. Two shots to come for Mohamed Igal. 5 points for him, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. All of his points came very early in the game. Quiet since that first quarter where he had his 5. Just as good. Much better third period from the Turkish team. Got themselves right back into this one. Pushed up that defensive intensity. He's going to come after this free throw as well. You can see him lining up, ready to get up the floor. I'm loving it. It's a 1-point game here in Ankara. Nelson breaks the pressure, gets it over the half, guarded by Johnson. Good job keeping it out of his hands. Here he is now. Nelson, a flip, the inside hand doesn't go, he wants to push. Referee doesn't agree. Johnson through the gears, foul against Luke Nelson. Body's flying. Comes up shaking. Can't afford any injuries. Looks like he just got hit on the thigh. So just 7 guys. sort of knock. Nelson seems to be okay. Injured last year. He's going to look at it. Just to see if it's an unsportsmanlike foul. Said before, sometimes still lost with the new unsportsmanlike foul, but this is called as an unsportsmanlike. I'm not sure how you're supposed to play defense. Nelson, yeah, it's a heavy foul, but you know, trying to get back in position, use his body to stop his man. It's the only way you can. Contact, but nothing in it for me. Unbelievable. At a loss. Every time I think I understand the rule. An unsportsmanlike foul called against Nelson. 2 shots plus possession. Johnson makes the first. This is the second. And the possession for Türk Telekom. Chance to take the lead for them. As they tied the game here at 53. It would be their first lead since they led 22-21 at the back end of the first quarter. Zone defense is this from Manresa. Now takes in the pass, flips it over. A beautiful feed from him to Johnson. He's unable to finish point blank at the ring. Corner, Saran to Volet. Volet spins away from Wiltshire. Prevents the personal. Let's see, Wiltshire saw the ball, nearly had it. Nelson's pass once by Ed. Now Nelson has it. He's on this high screen, gets the switch against Wiltshire, who'll attack him. To the corner, open 3. Doesn't go for Tomac, and now, Volet, sorry, it wasn't the miss. Johnson the other way, Campbell in transition. Oh, it looked like he had the rhythm to that one, TJ Campbell. Comes up to the left, and we're tied here, 53. Nelson. Runs the corner. This time, Thomas able to hit. Possession will stay with Manresa. According to the official. Yeah, the Telecom bench doesn't like it. The Telecom players don't like it. The boos raining out. Foul called. Come off Bogal last. Bayab definitely got a good hand on it. Depends whether it came off the Turkish guard on the way out. That's the question. Really see it cleanly. That one. See Johnson protesting to the official. His coach is talking to one official, and the other one racing in to give a technical foul. That's their frustration. Free throw is good for Manresa, establishes their lead. Now they get the open look. As well as they shot it in that first half, they've gone cold here now in the second. Manresa is 9 of 21 for 3 now. Johnson into the lane, finds Wiltshire, clean look. He doesn't get it to go. Well, you see looks like that from both teams missed. Nelson takes a tough one, but he knocks it down. So Nelson hasn't called across the half-time break, that's for sure. 17 personal now for Luke Nelson. And it is a 2-3 zone for Manresa here. They can challenge Wiltshire. He makes it. Wiltshire misses the first one, makes the second there. 1-point game once more. Towards the plate. Pass is a loose one, looking for Nelson, and it's turned over. Just kind of threw it at the knees of Nelson. Pressure from Johnson. Joe coming in. Johnson goes out. Some words from Martinez. I think it was about his positioning on this zone. He's got to get out to the shooters. Johnson splits between two. Campbell wide open, but doesn't get it to drop. Good look from Türk Telekom. And the rest are going to kind of live with that. See if the Turkish team can make enough threes to beat them. Sacco struggles to find somebody open. Eventually gets it into the hands of Serrano. Serrano, his kick out. Open three for Joe. Another miss for Manresa. Mustafa Fowl grabs in the rebound. And Türk Telekom, another opportunity for them to take the lead here. Wiltshire reverses it. Clean look, like, oh, for three is good. And there is the lead. Oh, the change in defense needed from Manresa. Try and rest those legs. Just a 7-player rotation. But Türk Telekom finding their range for three to unlock the zone. And they forced a timeout here. They're taking the lead for the first time since the first quarter. It's 59-57.
Vamos ahí a esperar a ver si tiran y fallan, pues fallarán dos, meterán dos y no valdrá la pena.
Once again up the floor. Türk Telekom, this is the benefit they have. Subs in, fresh legs. Comes in and pushes up the floor, but Saka rolling down the middle. Can't finish with the left. Looked like that was the opening for Manresa to steady things. Johnson pushing. Momentum here. Manresa going to have to try and steady on the defensive end. Try and take it away as the foul is called and the finish. Mustafa foul, just too big. Wallet got in good position, just couldn't get up high enough to stop Mustafa foul from getting the finish. Thomas goes out, Baeth comes in. They've got a little bit bigger here, Manresa. On the momentum for Türk Telekom right now. An excellent third quarter, 20-7 for them. Have the 4-point lead. Mustafa foul at the line. To 5. The floor from Türk Telekom. That's the thing, when you get the scoreboard ticking over, they can come with the pressure as well. This equals their largest lead of the game. Manresa's offense just kind of lost its purpose here. A lot of dribbling from Joe. A foul is called. Team foul against Türk Telekom. Let's see, pulling the shirt. So they're trying to roll. Sacco waiting for Joe. Joe skips it. Drive, Baez finding Sacco once again. How many times have we seen that? Third time at least here tonight. The drive from Baez just dumps it down to Sacco, who's waiting in that short corner. And they cut it to a three-point game. Foul on the low block. Trailed him out, so he has to re-establish himself. Johnson on the cut, spins and finishes. Well, Johnson, anonymous really in the first half, really has started to influence this game. In the second 20 minutes, he's 6 of 12 for the field now, 13 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Serrano will take the three, doesn't get it to go. Nobody's challenging Mustafa Fowl on the rebound. Johnson through the gears, takes the foul. It's on the floor, but team fouls against Manresa means Johnson will go to the line. This is the first though. It was good. Six-point lead. Nelson's come back in. Makes it happen again off the drive. This time steps through. Can't finish, fight for the rebound. Goes to Volette, somehow rejected. He will stay with it though. Shot clock still at 10 seconds, plenty of time for Manresa. They'll organise themselves quickly here. Nelson pulls up for three. Doesn't get it, fight for the rebound. It bounces out. Possession for Türk Telekom. A good tenacity from them. They picked up 2 offensive rebounds, but nothing to show from it. Volette with a beautiful spin, but Mustafa Fowl just there waiting. Will go out for this final 15 seconds or 16 seconds, the final offense. Wiltshire in, they'll space the floor here. Surely get it into Campbell's hands, or even Johnson actually. Johnson's hands have Campbell as the shooting threat alongside Wiltshire on the perimeter. Campbell has it. Gives it to Johnson now. Johnson and Wiltshire. Johnson one-on-one, spins, just gets so high. Nice tap from Sacco to take it away from a certain 2. The heave from Volette doesn't go. Well, Johnson looked like he was going to get the final basket of the third quarter, but a good defensive play from Jordan Sacco saves 2 for Manresa. And we end the third here, 65-59. So the discussion being had. They believe that Jordan Sacco took the ball out of the cylinder. I don't think they're going to get this one rechecked. You know, look at the shooting numbers. Manresa didn't shoot it as well for 3, and that was a big difference as they scored just 9 points in that third period. The 3-point shot, which has been everything for them in the first half, slowed down, and Johnson off the dribble, the provider there. So often we saw him get into the lane and finish as well. A big reason for the 24-9 quarter in favour of Türk Telekom.
Move on inside, okay? Let's go.
much happier crowd in Ankara right now after a very strong third quarter from their team. They're going to start it on the defensive end. They lead by 6 here, 65-59. And a turnover starts the fourth period. The Manresa offense, which has struggled, scored 50 points in that opening half. Manresa just 9 in the third quarter. Penetration, lob pass over to Foul. Foul trying to establish his base to finish is fouled. Against Jordan Sacco. This is good. Second for foul, also. 9 points personal. 6 rebounds, 4 assists for him as well. Foul actually leads his team in assists. It's rare to see a centre the team in assists. It shows you the passer he is. Manresa here trying to find something. Post up against Foul. Good work from Sacco to keep it alive. Shot clock winding down though. It's going to be a 24-second violation. Johnson on the floor, again making plays for Türk Telekom. Obviously just slowly but surely stretching minute by minute. The Manresa trailing, short roster. Do they have the legs? Do they have the energy to get back into this one? Or do they expend it all in the first half? They're going to need to get their three-point stroke back, that's for sure. That's the way they can get back into this game. It comes off the screen. Turan to the inside. Foul. He's got a double team. Now they'll move the ball. Edgar for 3. Doesn't get it. Manresa pushing opposite direction. Roulette posts up in transition, draws the foul. He's not going to slow down, that's for sure. Position early on the floor. Johnson trying to bring it in. That's it. Zhou to the corner, the 3. Rolls out. Get the drop from Roulette. Possession back to Türk Telekom. Chance to make it a double-digit game. Johnson stops, goes. Kicks it out to Edgar. Now they'll feed Staff a foul. He spins into the double team, but has the ability to fire Bagal. Step back from him, misses everything. 24-second violation against Türk Telekom. Brings it down. And Sacco. Thomas, who's fouled and makes it. Thomas, for the second time here tonight, makes the 3 and is fouled. And we said the three-point shooting from Manresa, that's what can get them back in the game. That's what can give them some momentum here. Will this be the spark? Another contact, referee said. Now just didn't let him land. Thomas, though, misses his first free throw of the night. 22 points, 8 rebounds for Thomas. 5-point lead for Türk Telekom now. Now off the screen. There's Johnson. Goes up. It's a tough jumper. Gets it to go. Real confidence stroke from Johnson. 16 personal. He's ready to take over this game here. Sacco the range. Even though he's wide open, isn't looking to shoot the jump shot. Oh yeah, fouled. And picks it up. Caught on the closeout. Sacco waiting. Oh, smart play from Baigao, tipping it. Goes out to Manresa. Man to bring it in there. Nelson moves, 5 seconds on the clock. They'll throw the lob. It's turned over. Johnson. In no hurry. Try and get a switch here. Attack. Cuts through. Foul. One-on-one. Can't get the finish. Johnson keeps it alive. Good offensive work from Nick Johnson once more. Baigao now waiting, holding, using this high screen from Mustafa Foul. He'll roll to the ring. Johnson for 3. Can't get it. Foul for the rebound. He fails to finish. 2 good opportunities for the big Frenchman. Bayev puts it on the deck, draws 2. Thomas can't get a clean look at 3 though. Oh, he wanted one, so they'll give it over to Nelson. Nelson so quiet in this second half, pulls up. Doesn't get that one to drop. And Johnson in no hurry. Over to Edgar. Edgar goes on the screen. Goes up on the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Either team taking a grip of this game. So we're getting to the midway point of this 4th quarter. Like if one team can get on a run here, make it a game. Sacco will take the jump shot, doesn't get it. And an easy rebound for Terren. Another opportunity missed for Manresa. Türk Telekom slowing it down in no hurry. Have a 7-point advantage. Johnson waiting for a foul to slip. Baigao, he has the step now as a travel is called. Yep. Will go out. Good minutes from him, and now Wiltshire back to finish the game surely. Joe and Sacco at the bench. Solano and Volet back on the floor. Must be the 5 to give Manresa a little push. Nelson off the high screen. Nelson attacking. Unavailable. And go once more. The dribbles from Luke Nelson. Takes the tough step back. Just not the offense Manresa were looking for. Now Johnson can bring it down. Foul. Nearly loses it. Bayern. First man to it. They got numbers. Good feed. Volet finishes it off. Volet moves to 12. It's been a long time since he got a score. And Manresa have scored just 14 points in this second half, but they're still alive. They trail this one by 5, 69-64. A timeout called by Türk Telekom. Even with their offensive struggles, Manresa making this one interesting down the stretch.
Pump and don't shoot on high low, okay? DJ, you are fresh to get the ball now, okay? Shoot that,
hadi,
Let's, mami, van a cerrar, ¿vale? Eulis, la sacas y preparados para tiro de 3 puntos. ¿De acuerdo? ¿Vale?
Ve şimdi Moğol dönüşünde güçlü bir alkış istiyorum sizlerden. Türk Telekom için, mavi beyazlar için, haydi Ankara!
Final push for both these teams. 4:30 left in this game. 5-point advantage for Türk Telekom. Wiltshire can't get the three away. Plays hot potato with Johnson as Foul has it. Foul, low block, kicks it. Johnson puts it on the floor. The runner doesn't go. Manresa could make this a one-shot game here. Nelson over to Thomas. They're going to go to Bayev. Bayev guarded by it. Foul. Bayev going to use his strength. Backs it in. Falls to the floor. Volet looking to pick it up. Does so. One on the clock. Serrano not going to get it away in time. Manresa looking towards the official. Want the foul. Won't get it. Another scrappy offensive possession for them, but they're staying alive with some good defensive play. Coupled perhaps with the fact that Türk Telekom, just missed some good looks in these last couple of minutes. Begao hands it over. Campbell coming off the screen, stops, goes, gets the finish plus the foul. Well, you heard in the timeout, TJ, you've had a rest, now you can take the ball. And exactly what he did, attacked against Serrano. He'll stop there, let the defense all think that he was going to pass it. And then that's the score. So Sacco comes back in. Bayev, a breather for this last 3:30. And Campbell, 18 points for him. Can't get the free throw to go. Volet snatches in the rebound. Over to Sacco, looking around, could pass back to Volet. Tough pass to the corner, turned over. So Telecom have got the chance to run. They got a 5-on-4 advantage here. Wiltshire goes up high and gets the finish. Good recognition from Türk Telekom. They thought about using the clock, but realised they could get an easy score. Manresa still struggling offensively. 14 points in the second half. They turn it over once more. Johnson back to Wiltshire. Lays it up. Back-to-back scores for Carl Wiltshire. Timeout called by Manresa. And the lead into double digits. Well, blink of an eye. This game just flipped on its head. A second ago, I said Manresa have the ball, have a chance to make it a single-shot game. But instead, it's now a double-digit lead. And Manresa forced into calling a timeout to just stop some momentum here. It's all swung in favour of Türk Telekom. Advice, words of encouragement can Pedro Martinez give to his team. Can he inspire a comeback here in this final 3 minutes? Joe has it, looking around, can't find anything. A lot of dribbles once again. Joe's runner doesn't go. Rebound tipped. Türk Telekom will stay with Manresa, but too many dribbles, too few passes for the Spanish team right now. Inline possession. Joe finds Thomas, that's a good look. Thomas knocks it down, he's fouled again! Third time tonight. Thomas for the 3 plus the foul. He goes to the free throw line. Thomas 25. You can see why Gal is not happy with the call. 4 fouls against him. I didn't see any contact on that. 7-point game now. Johnson has it. Thomas 26 on the night. And a turnover. Serrano gives it straight back though, and Campbell throws it ahead. Gal pulls it out. There's an opportunity for Türk Telekom, but time is precious to them. They find Wiltshire in the post. Thomas fouls him. That's the foul against Thomas. Serrano sits. Turnover from Serrano. It was a chance for Manresa. They had the steal. They had men in transition. Gave it up cheaply. Johnson now trying to find some room. Low shot clock. Wagal forces it up. Can't get it to go. One final chance perhaps for Manresa. Volet will push. Türk Telekom in team fouls. They're going to try and get something clean here. Something quick, Manresa. Nelson gets it into his hands safely. He's going to come off the screen. Behind the back pass. Joe for 3. Misses everything. Good work from Sacco. Puts it home. And a foul. They're still alive, Manresa here. The score makes it a 5-point game. And Sacco will be at the line with a chance for a bonus as well. So the shot was an air ball, but Sacco, great positioning once more. The rebound plus the foul. First foul on Mustafa foul here tonight. Can't add the free throw. Another opportunity that was there for Manresa that they failed to take. 13, as you can see from the line. Mustafa foul. To Bagal. Skips it to Wiltshire in the corner. He'll take the 3. Doesn't get it. Plenty of time left for Manresa. Nelson will look to push. He'd love to get a look at a 3 here. Luke Nelson makes big shots. Now he'll get it back. Nelson. Oh, lovely pass. Sacco down the middle with the dunk, and it's a 3-point game. 1:03 remaining. What a feed from Nelson. Just a no-look bounce pass on the money for Sacco. Completely fooled the defenders. Sacco makes it a 1-possession game here.
Get the ball. Oh, okay. Move. Screen. Try to play here, okay. Kyle here. Deep penetration. Cut. Slide, okay. Hey, let's go. Let's go. One more minute. Let's go.
So what a performance for them. Just the 7 players look like, you know, they'd run out of gas, but they made it interesting here. It's a 3-point game. 1:03 remaining. This one. Important possession. Yeah, Manresa defense has been superb. They've conceded just 10 points in this 4th quarter. Need probably 2 more stops here. Campbell brings it down. It's the screen from Mustafa foul. They're going to look to the inside with him. Double team will come from the low side for Manresa. No, it's Wiltshire for 3. Huge shot for Carl Wiltshire. That was the misdirection. Foul. Got the ball in the low post. They were screening for Wiltshire. And he knocked down the big-time shot. Nelson off the screen. His pass deflected, turns it over, and now ahead of everyone by Gal. Blows the layup. One final chance here, perhaps, for Manresa. The lead is 6. They've got to go quickly. Nelson crosses the half. Pulls up. Luke Nelson for 3. Doesn't get it to go, and foul grabs in the rebound. Johnson crosses the half and will hold here. Manresa choose to foul. They've got one to give. It's 11.1 seconds, 6-point game. Crowd loving it. Third foul against Joe. Sideline possession for Türk Telekom. They've got to get the ball in safely. And the question is, will Manresa choose to foul here? Wiltshire has it. So they do choose to foul. Remember, the head-to-head between these two teams is 5. That was Manresa's victory at home back on the 6th of November. So you can see here, you know, this 6-point advantage is important. The lead, not only the game, which is probably in favour of Türk Telekom right here. The game's probably done. So this one is the final chance for Manresa. In the head-to-head, he misses both. It's a 6-point game. A score will give the head-to-head to Manresa. Nelson comes off the screen, attacks, kicks it, open three, volley, fails to hit. And double win really for Türk Telekom. They win the game and they get the head-to-head with a 6-point victory. All credit to Manresa, a valiant fight with only 7 players in uniform. But it wasn't to be, as Türk Telekom make the plays that matter and take this one. There is the confirmation. It's 78-72. Türk Telekom take it over Manresa. So Pedro Martinez goes to the bench. I think he'll be, you know, happy with the effort. His team disappointed. They had the opportunity, the lead at half-time. It just wasn't to be. There are the numbers. And Manresa, the 3-point shooting so good in the first half, equaled itself out, but still 38% did a good job. And just 62% from the free throw line. They won the rebounding battle, 14 offensive rebounds, but Türk Telekom had an answer down the stretch, and very often that answer was TJ Campbell. Campbell finished with 18 points, 4 assists. Carl Wiltshire, 22 points. And then Mustafa Fowl, 11 points and 10 rebounds as well. Big-time performers all over the floor for the Türk Telekom team. On the way, Thomas led the way with 26 for Manresa. An excellent shooting display from him, 7 of 11 for 3. Nelson had 17 and Volet had 12 as the other scorers. You know, you look just 4 points for them. Volet and Serrano. Just isn't enough. Their limited numbers. So I will leave you with some of the highlights. It is Türk Telekom taking the important victory here. They will move to at least tied first position in Group A after tonight, after the final game in Group A, which will take place later on. To see whether they will be sole place or whether Dinamo Sassari will keep pace with them. Record victory against Tehran. For Manresa, they will drop to 7-4. Still 1 game ahead of Ostend in 4th position. Still very much within the playoff places, but you know, the possession or the ownership of the head-to-head now in favour of Türk Telekom after this 6-point victory here tonight. So thanks for joining us. Make sure you go nowhere. There is still more Group A action and more action in the Basketball Champions League to come for you tonight. And here from Ankara is good night.
Karşı pota gitti mi abi?